Hi everyone. I have an intriguing story to share about why Meghan Markle and Prince Harry arrived late to the Tambores De Cabildo event during their royal tour of Puerto Rico a few months ago. As you may know, they attended this festival celebrating Puerto Rican culture, but surprisingly showed up over 45 minutes after they were scheduled to make their appearance. At the time, no official explanation was given, but I've recently learned some insider details about what may have really happened. It turns out there was a major argument between Harry and Meghan right before they were set to leave for the event. According to a source close to their security team, Meghan had been feeling overwhelmed by the busy schedule and constant public scrutiny. She had hoped to spend the afternoon resting at their hotel residence instead of attending another formal engagement. But Harry insisted they had made a commitment to the Puerto Rican people to support and celebrate their traditions. An heated discussion ensued, with both Meghan and Harry voicing strong opinions. Meghan pointed out that as a new mother to baby Archie, her needs should take priority over optional events sometimes. But Harry didn't think they could reschedule or skip something without a good reason, as it might offend their hosts or come across as rude. Things escalated as old disagreements about adjusting to royal life started surfacing. Neither seemed willing to back down from their perspective. The argument grew more tense as their departure time grew nearer. Raised voices could reportedly be heard through the door of their suite by nearby staff. Meghan burst into tears of frustration at one point, which only made Harry more determined to convince her of the importance of fulfilling their duties. But he also felt bad about upsetting his wife and didn't want her to feel overwhelmed. It was a real catch, 22 with good arguments on both sides. Finally, their security chief intervened, knocking sharply on the door and urging them to resolve things quickly, as the crowds were already gathering at the festival grounds and their absence would definitely be noticed. With the pressure mounting, Meghan and Harry reluctantly agreed to discuss things further in the car on the way. But the heavy emotional energy from the disagreement still lingered as they departed the hotel with grim expressions. During the long drive, they continued debating in tense, quiet tones. But over time, as the initial high emotions cooled off a bit, some small breakthroughs occurred. Harry acknowledged that the nonstop lifestyle wasn't easy for Meghan to adjust to, especially with a young baby. Meghan in turn recognized Harry's point that occasional obligations came with their roles, and that this event held cultural significance. By the halfway point, it seemed they had reached an understanding and compromise. My source says the two held hands tightly as their motorcade finally arrived on site. A united front once more. But it was clear they had needed extra transition time after such an emotional argument. This helps explain why they appeared over 45 minutes behind schedule, though of course publicly, they cited logistical delays to avoid addressing rumors of discord. Ultimately, they were all smiles and engaged as they toured the festival, dancing and praising the community's heritage. So in summary, while we may never get an official admission, all signs point to Meghan and Harry having a significant pre-event disagreement that day, very likely centered around balancing duties with personal needs. It's understandable, as adjusting to high-profile royal lives after marriage and parenthood is undoubtedly challenging. But it's also heartening that even during tough moments, their love and partnership prevails. Communication and compromise seem key to navigating obstacles as a team. What do you think? Does this ring true as a possible explanation for their late arrival that day? I'm curious to hear other perspectives as well.